Well, the Kogi State government on Thursday confirmed the rescue of all 4 remaining victims abducted during Tuesday's attack on government secondary school Olowa in the Kina local government area of the state, including the school principal, a NECO official, and 2 female students. The rescue operation was made possible through interagency collaboration between the Nigerian Army, DSS, police, and local security operatives. Well, another rescue, another sigh of relief. But Nigeria must urgently address why schools keep becoming targets in the first place. Well, let's now discuss the dire state of schools and students across the country. The federal government this month made a shocking revelation that about 3 out of every 4 Nigerian children are unable to read and understand age-appropriate texts by the age of 10. According to the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, this statistics highlights the urgent need to transform teaching. But Nigerians online are asking a more fundamental question. How can any child focus on reading when some of their classrooms have no roof, no desk, and no guarantee that they will make it home safely? Our RISE correspondent, Anyeze Osakwe, explains the topic.
Believe it or not, a majority of Nigerian kids that are 10 years old can't read or understand an age-appropriate text. So how did we get here and how do we get out of it? Let's talk about it.
Let me say, I clean and arrange my room.
So think about that. 3 in 4 Nigerian students don't know how to read. This isn't a number that came out of just anywhere. This was coming from the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, who made these comments at a meeting at the Federal Ministry of Education this month in Abuja. Now, what they found was that it's not that these kids don't necessarily know how to read a sentence. They may read it, but they won't necessarily understand what's being said. This is something the World Bank refers to as learning poverty, and it's essentially when someone of that age, 10 years old, is reading something but isn't having the comprehension to actually understand what's being conveyed. Children are dealing with kidnappings, they're dealing with insecurities, schools shutting down, a lack of proper infrastructure, lack of qualified teachers, underpaid teachers, overcrowding. These are factors that are all contributing to the situation that we're in today. But when you dig a little bit deeper, it's also a problem of funding. Just a little deep dive into our national budget over the last couple of years shows that we've been progressively putting less and less money towards the Federal Ministry of Education. So in 2015, we put about 10.75% of our national budget towards the Federal Ministry of Education, which was actually a historic high. By 2025, that number dropped to 5%, and here we are in 2026, the number is even lower at 4.7% of our total national budget is put towards education. I mean, think about it big picture, 4.7% is a drop in the bucket. But what's interesting is the way that different states essentially treat education differently. So for instance, this year, Kano allocated over 130 million naira towards helping out girls' education. But if you look at the rest of their budget, Kano also allocated 1.5 billion naira towards a mass wedding in the state. So the bottom line in all of this is that no country can actually move forward if its children can't read. This is a fact. We're just not spending that much money on education, but the money is there. So the big question is, what's it being used for? And why does it seem like the intent just isn't there to improve the literacy of the next generation?
Thank you, Anyeze, for the report. A reading emergency cannot be solved in classrooms with crumbling infrastructure, and it certainly cannot be solved when children are being kidnapped on their way to school or during their exams. Nigeria cannot have a reading revolution without first making schools safe and habitable. The government must invest urgently in a comprehensive Safe Schools initiative, because a child who fears going to school cannot learn, and a child who cannot learn cannot build a nation. And I thought it was important to highlight this, story, because obviously we've been talking about the school kidnaps, we've been talking about dilapidated infrastructure. We also had a video from, I believe, a girls' secondary school in Kogi State where the roof came up and, there was flooding and, they were talking about who is responsible for fixing the roof. I mean, our children must be equipped in order to build our nation. So thank you, Anyeze Osakwe, for that report. Now to our good news report, and it's one that deserves more attention than it has deserved. Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Olayemi Cardoso received the prestigious 2026 Central Bank of the Year award at the Central Banking Awards ceremony in London on June 10th, placing Nigeria firmly on the global financial stage. Under Cardoso's leadership, the CBN unified exchange rates and grew Nigeria's foreign reserves to $50 billion. Cardoso dedicated the award to the board, management, and staff of the CBN, saying it was not a personal achievement, but a testament to collective effort.
Many congratulations to Central Banking's Central Bank of the Year, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and accepting the award.
Remains to be done. We are encouraged by the progress achieved and by the renewed trust that we are seeing across our economy. That progress reflects the contributions of many, including the federal government, the market participants, the development partners, and above all, the resilience and confidence of the Nigerian people.
All right, congratulations to Governor Yemi Cardoso. For a country that has faced enormous economic headwinds, this award is proof that disciplined, reform-driven monetary policy can deliver results. Congratulations. Well, Cardoso's award comes as Nigeria's stock market climbed into the very top of the global equity rankings last week, overtaking South Korea to become the world's best-performing stock market in dollar terms, ahead of 91 other markets tracked globally. Strong gains in banking, industrial and consumer stocks. Congratulations to Nigeria. Yes. It can never be doom and gloom in Nigeria. We're gaining at this point. Congratulations, not draw. Well, we can't have draw. We have to continue to strive to win. Yes. In Nigeria. So congratulations. Now on the milestones, we would like to take a moment to share our deepest condolences with former Rivers State Governor and Minister of Transportation, Honorable Rotimi Chibuike Amechi, on the passing of his beloved mother, late Mrs. Mary Amechi, who departed peacefully yesterday, July 16th, at the age of 89. A cherished matriarch, community women leader, and devoted Christian, Mrs. Amechi was remembered by her family as a woman of extraordinary warmth, kindness, and faith, while funeral arrangements will be announced in due course. We at Arise News, we send our deepest condolences to Rotimi Amechi and the entire Amechi family during this very difficult time. May late Mrs. Mary Amechi rest in peace. Now we'll take our final story under entertainment. The music world is celebrating Afrobeat superstar Wizkid on his 36th birthday, which was yesterday, July 16. Since stepping on the Nigerian music scene in 2010, Wizkid has cemented his position as one of the most loved voices in Afrobeats. Congratulations, Wizkid. On that note, I'd love to thank you all for your great analysis, as always, on What's Trending. I wish we had more time for What's Trending today. We had so many stories. You saw the story of Akpabio trolling Oshomole.
When there was a picture showing one of our senators in a plane massaging the leg of a girl. Senator Oshomole, Senator, your friend, your very good friend, Senator Lalong, came to give me security information. He said we just ignored the massage because we thought it was AI. But if you have another evidence, we have a petition before us. We can look into it if it's